right, Backbone TV. We're here with Spencer from Ice 9 Kills. Welcome to Australia. How are you enjoying it so far?
I'm loving it. First time here. I've always wanted to come to Australia because I'm a big Silverchair fan.
Oh, stop it. What's your favourite Silverchair song right now?
Man, I think maybe Slave.
As Nick Brown off camera just absolutely loses his mind. But just quickly, I've got to change the subject, but Silver Scream dropped 12 months ago. How's the hype been with that? You guys have been on such a big ride the last 12 months. Are you just enjoying every part of it? Or?
It's absolutely crazy, man. You know, I had the idea to do an album based on horror films, and I thought that, you know, there would be an audience for it because I know people, you know, there's a lot of people who like horror films, but I had no idea there were so many.
Oh, dude.
And to see the demographic expand so widely since the release of our album for our band, you know, seeing 50-year-old adults bringing their kids dressed up in the costumes of these characters from the movies, and they're not just like the accessories, like, hey, let's take our little kid dressed up as Jason. The little kids, like 8 years old, are singing the words, and it's been a really fun ride.
That's awesome, man. Just quickly, you had an incident earlier in the year with Disney. You kind of turned that into your advantage. Would you like to delve into that a little bit for us, for anyone that doesn't know?
Yes. So we were about to embark on a tour with our friends in Falling in Reverse.
Yes.
And I got a call maybe about a month before the tour started from our booking agent saying we were not going to be able to play the Orlando, Florida date at the House of Blues because that particular venue is owned by Disney, and Disney deemed our band offensive and foul. And at first I was a little bit pissed because I love playing in Orlando. It's a great market. But then I just kind of started laughing my ass off, and I thought, you know what, instead of pissing and moaning and say, oh, this is censorship, I just thought to myself, let's just make fun of this whole situation. So I called my friend Mike Cortada, who does a lot of our art, almost all of it, and I said, I have this idea. I want to do these shirts, kind of poking fun at this whole Disney controversy and turning the iconic Disney characters into the iconic horror characters. So we did Mickey as Freddy, we did Goofy as Leatherface, and we did Donald Duck as Georgie, about to be killed. And it was probably our best-selling line of shirts ever. We got a lot of press because of it, so it was a blessing in disguise. So thank you, Disney. We hope to be banned from more stuff.
Remember that, Disney.
Yeah.
What's really funny there, so your fans have actually gone to Disneyland and worn these shirts.
Yes.
But also today you've had a massive incident with a marriage proposal during your set. Is that the most bonkers thing that's happened at one of your shows? Or
I heard about that. I think the person who proposed was at our show last night.
Stay Gold.
And they told us about that, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And then when I was looking at Twitter after the show, I saw the video of it. That's beautiful.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Hopefully someday we'll have a funeral during one of our sets too.
Jesus Christ. Now, I was watching another video of you. So there's these roast beef rolls from a place called Nick's.
That's correct.
Can you please give you your best 15-second spiel to anyone that's never tried one of these? I've heard amazing things.
So, the North Shore of Massachusetts, which is north of Boston, there's a sandwich that exists called the Three-Way. And it's rare roast beef, American cheese, James River barbecue sauce, mayo on a bun. Sometimes it's sesame, sometimes it's not sesame. But the best place to get that three-way sandwich, and there's a lot of good places, but the best one is Nick's Roast Beef in Beverly, Massachusetts. And it's my happy place. Just like Happy Gilmore, you know, when he had to get into the zone and putt, that's where I go.
That's where you go. That's just your place. Well, we're going to have to give him a Palmer or something. We're going to have to get that for him in Australia at some stage. That's our delicatessen at the moment. But did you think, so you're now 17 years into your career, did you think when you first started out, so '02, I believe you first incarnation of
Close,
the band started.
yeah.
But
Around that era, yeah.
Did you think 17 years later you'd still be doing this and doing so well?
I don't know if I thought we'd be doing so well, but I knew from the moment that I started the band that this is what I wanted to do. I grew up worshiping, bands like Nirvana, and we talked about Silverchair. Growing up, getting into music at a younger age than I think a lot of kids did.
Yeah.
Watching MTV when MTV was MTV.
Proper MTV.
And seeing that Smells Like Teen Spirit video and wanting just to be Kurt Cobain. And I always had the drive, and it took a long time to get to a certain level. And I'm just glad that I stuck with it.
Awesome, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
So now you're over in Australia. Like, have you had your eye on any bands over here over your time being a musician? Like, who are your couple of favourites besides Silverchair that you've mentioned? Especially in the heavier kind of scene.
I think it's just Silverchair.
Yeah, it's Silverchair. No, that's...
They're just...
Dude, that's fine with us.
An amazing band, and I was always just so blown away how young they were.
Oh,
and that
Daniel
voice.
Johns. Yeah.
I mean, Daniel Johns, he's 15, he's singing like giving Eddie Vedder a run for his money, and just always so impressed with that band. I remember they played at the MTV Music Awards at Radio City Music Hall in New York, and they played on the marquee outside.
I've seen this footage.
It's amazing. It's just incredible. And after our show last night at Stay Gold, Mark from Blink happened to be there because they were doing a DJ set.
Yep.
And I was reminiscing with him about when Blink toured with Silverchair,
Oh my God.
and I saw that show too. So I'm just gonna have to go with with Silverchair. I also love Chris Lilly. I know he's not in a band, but big Summer Heights High fan.
Big Summer Heights High fan.
Big.
Just on another kind of figure in the scene, Ronnie Radke. Can you give us a couple of behind-the-scenes stories that you've been on tour a few times?
Ronnie, anytime I've had any interaction with him, he's been super nice, treated our band exceptionally well. The whole Falling in Reverse camp, super nice to us, and it was a great tour.
Yeah, it's an awesome one too. You should definitely bring that out to Australia.
That would be awesome.
So, how's the fans been? Like, a lot of people when they come to Australia, they say it's a lot different to other places around the world. Like, could you put your finger on it? Like, you've only been here a couple of days, but what do you think it is? Why do people come here and say that?
I think that, in the 48 hours I've been here, I haven't
the whirlwind journey.
really haven't experienced too much, but every interaction that I've had with people, whether it was, a fellow like yourself or our waiter at the restaurant, everyone seems very kind and not intimidated or sort of rude, even though they know you're a tourist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
we look after you.
Yeah, there are countries I've been to where it's the opposite.
So just now, so you got the 3 dates coming up. So today Melbourne, Sydney tomorrow, Brisbane Sunday. Do you get a chance to kind of unwind, or is it all business the next few days? You can have a few beers tonight.
It's all business. Unfortunately, I don't even get to see really any bands play. We hop on a flight in a couple of hours.
Yep.
I was really bummed that our set crossed with Real Big Fish.
Yeah.
Because we've had Real Big Fish come on stage with us and play a song, and we were gonna do that at Good Things, but unfortunately it was not possible.
Just didn't work out. Well, you've just released a single, Your Number's Up. Can we be expecting a further release on that in the near future? Because
as far as a video,
not just a video, but more music in general.
Yeah, I think we just came out with the final cut with some acoustic versions of songs, so it's gonna be a bit before there's new music. We got a lot of touring. We're doing some crazy tours.
Yeah.
We're going out with Papa Roach and Hollywood Undead all over different parts of Europe that I've never been to, and then coming back to the States and going out with Papa Roach and Five Finger Death Punch. So we're going to be busy on the road. So there'll be a new album at some point before the end of time.
Awesome. Just enjoy the ride, man. Thank you very much for coming to Australia and being a part of Good Things, and chatting on Backbone TV. Thank you
Absolutely.
very much. Spencer.
Thanks,
Cheers.
man.
Awesome.
Cheers to you.
Awesome.